So, we're diving into this groundbreaking study on Alzheimer's early detection, focusing on a brain protein called TSPO. It's fascinating, because it suggests that even before anyone notices memory loss, this protein starts to build up, signaling early brain inflammation.
Yep. Right. So we're talking about a situation where people might have um, an internal signal well before any outward symptoms appear, yes?
Exactly. TSPO is normally super low, but when inflammation kicks in, levels spike. And what's really interesting is that these signals are coming from specific brain cells, the microglia and astrocytes that are supposed to protect our neurons. But
Mm.
then, sadly, they sort of start, failing at their job.
Wow, that's quite the twist. It reminds me of a fire alarm going off before a fire actually gets out of hand. Detect it early, and you might be able to squash the problem.
Exactly. It's like catching a spark before it turns into a raging fire. Researchers believe that by targeting TSPO early, we might delay the symptoms of Alzheimer's by 5 or 6 years. Just imagine a whole extra half decade of quality life.
Yeah, that really does sound promising, but wouldn't that require an extremely precise measurement? I mean, inflammation can happen for a lot of reasons, right?
Absolutely, that's a good point. The challenge is ensuring TSPO levels specifically point to Alzheimer's related inflammation. The study noted that TSPO spikes correlate with the scatterings of amyloid plaques. Those are the notorious signs of Alzheimer's. It's all about
Mm,
getting that diagnostic accuracy.
I get that. It's like having a super specific sensor. If you can reliably detect TSPO, then you're not just diagnosing, but potentially opening the door to early intervention.
Exactly. And what's really wild is that they even found TSPO in younger subjects, like in younger mice and even NFL players who are relatively young. It's like the early warning signal is there way ahead of time.
Right. But doesn't that raise a concern about overdiagnosis? I mean, if you catch a signal early on, could that lead to unnecessary anxiety or treatment?
That's a fair challenge. The hope is that by showing a clear pattern that TSPO correlates with amyloid plaques, it will become part of a broader panel of biomarkers. So rather than causing panic, it could actually lead to personalized, tailored treatments.
Yeah, so essentially, it's a paradigm shift from waiting until symptoms are severe to stepping in as soon as the first sparks appear.
Exactly. It's a proactive approach to a condition traditionally seen as an inevitable part of aging. And if we can delay the progression by even a few years, that could mean a world of difference in people's lives. More years of clarity and independence.
Incredible. This really underscores how early detection and intervention can transform our approach to neurodegenerative diseases.
Absolutely. It's like having an early warning system that gives doctors and patients a fighting chance to address the inflammation before irreversible damage sets in. Truly exciting stuff.
No doubt. It gives hope for a future where Alzheimer's might be managed much more effectively, starting long before symptoms become life altering.
Right. While it's early days and more research is needed, the potential here is enormous. A shift from reactive to proactive care, which could redefine how we handle not just Alzheimer's, but possibly other brain disorders.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see science pushing boundaries like this. Here's hoping that these early signals lead to powerful preventative treatments down the track.
Definitely. And as always, balancing early detection with accurate diagnosis will be key. But if we can get it right, that's a major win for public health.
Absolutely, thanks for breaking that down. This kind of innovation really highlights the evolving landscape of medical research.